regulating your emotions does not make you waste your time. I just had a dream last night, and I'm going to tell you so you can have context. In my personal life, I dance, and I've been dancing for many years, and it's a very important thing to me. In a dream, I was at a rehearsal, and I was really feeling not well emotionally, and I was trying to dance, and I wasn't fully into it, and I wasn't doing the dance moves properly because my heart was not in it, and I was really feeling disorganized emotionally. And the teacher was trying to get me to do the moves in the right way, and I ended up leaving the class to go to the bathroom to try to take a breath just for a few minutes. And while I was in the bathroom, there was another girl who came in, and in a matter of minutes, of 1 minute or two, there was this other guy that came into the bathroom, and he started saying to us that you guys are gonna need to wrap it up because we're gonna need the space in the bathroom to film something. And he had this big camera, this 4K camera. So the girl and I start to wrap things up. We start to quickly get out of the bathroom, and on my way out, I grab some soap so I could wash my hands. And I'm in the corridor, and I'm rubbing the soap in my head and in my hands, and I'm thinking I'm gonna find a water fountain, I'm gonna find a place to properly wash my hands. So I find a bathroom, I go in there, and with the soap in my hands, I continue to, I wash my hands. When I come out of the bathroom, I get back into the rehearsing studio that I was just in. And then all of a sudden, there are a bunch of people, okay? The space got opened. It was this big gymnasium, and sometimes in gymnasiums there are these fake walls that you can put up to create different rooms, and then you can open them up to create these big gymnasiums. So these walls had been open, and the gymnasium was filled with dance students, and there was the song that I was rehearsing with my group playing. And I walk in, and I kind of make my way into the crowd to see what's going on, and I see my group. We were 4 dancers, so I see the 3 other dancers dancing to our song, doing our dance and doing this show for everybody else. And it was not the real dance show. It was a rehearsal show, in the sense that every group was showing their choreographies to everybody else. So it was really as if it was a show, but it was to practice. And I see them dance, and I'm standing there looking at them and feeling like as if I had missed out on this opportunity, as if I had wasted my time because I was in the bathroom, and all of a sudden everything changed and I missed. And I wasn't in my costume. They were dancing in their costumes, and I wasn't in my costume, and I really felt like I had really missed out. And this is getting me to the point of this video, of what I want to talk about, how this just shows how much we dramatize things in our heads. When we have a difficult day and we need some time to regulate our emotions, to regulate our nervous systems, we feel like we waste our time. We feel like we miss out on so much, as if we miss out on opportunities, while we need to take some time off from being productive and from getting our things done. And it's just simply not true. It's not true that if you're having a difficult day or a difficult time, that you're wasting your time, and you're all of a sudden you're missing out on all these opportunities. And it's simply not true. And the fact is that you're the person who is convincing yourself of that. You're the one who is telling yourself that you're missing out on all these opportunities, that if you take some time off from your work, from being productive, then all of a sudden you're wasting your time, and you're, like I said, you're as if you're missing out. You're going to be missing out on so many things, and it's simply not true. And I understand that mindset so much because, yes, we do want to show up and we do want to work on our projects and on our goals. But the truth of the matter is that when we're having difficult times, then you take some time off, you deal with that, and then you come back to your work and you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss out on anything. You didn't waste your time. And you need to, like I said, you need to stop convincing yourself of that, and you need to start thinking in your favor. And thinking in your favor is not delusional. You need to convince yourself that taking the time off to regulate your emotions is needed, and you need to convince yourself of that because that is simply the truth. It is required. The difficult day that you're having does not require you to work even harder and to push yourself to work even harder than you do when you feel good. It is requiring of you to take some time away from your work, to look inwards, to understand what is going on, to be there with yourself, to support yourself, to deal with whatever is going on emotionally or psychologically. And after that, when you're ready, then you come back to your work and you're able to get your things done. And if you don't take the time to regulate your nervous system or regulate your emotions, if you continue to try to work, you're not going to be as productive as you usually are, because the same way that in my dream, I was not able to dance properly because I was so dysregulated emotionally. So if you try to push through and try to still get your work done, you're not going to be able to be there at 100% the way that you would want to be. So it is a requirement for you to take a step back and regulate yourself and then come back to it. And you need to stop fighting your human nature, because feeling dysregulated and feeling okay, in life we experience so many things, and just every day your day can be, I spoke about this in another one of my videos, how every day there are so many ways that our days could be influenced just by the things that happen, just by if you go out to the grocery store, you go out on your walk, you go to work, on the road or on the bus, you meet so many people, you cross people on the streets, and there are so many ways that your day could be influenced. And the fact is that we are human and things can affect us in many different ways, and fighting yourself when you feel bad is really counterproductive, and it's really not the right thing to do. You need to understand and accept the fact that you are human and things are going to affect you. And yes, we want to thrive and we want to have good days so we can be productive, but it's not always going to be like that. And you need to accept the fact that you're going to have difficult days. And what you need during those difficult days, like I said, is not to berate yourself, and it's not to fight your human nature. It is to understand that right now it is required of you to take some time to deal with this before you can continue being productive. Be very careful about the way that you dramatize things in your head. Take responsibility of yourself and of your life. Don't berate yourself when you feel that you need to regulate your emotions. It is normal to have to do that. It is your human nature. Don't fight against it, and really be serious. Stop convincing yourself that you're wasting your time and that you're missing out on all these opportunities, because you are simply not. Take responsibility, take the time that is required of you to regulate your emotions, and then come back to it. Be patient with yourself and understand that taking time away from your work is required, and it is productive, and it's for your own good that you're doing that. So, and keep in mind, taking the time to do that does not make you waste your time, does not make you miss out on anything.